today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood,
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of it.
Walker hit and the ball is out. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not...
Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down the sideline it goes. Touchdown, Chargers. Christian Watson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Broncos about set to go on offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Back to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Pickens. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes this to Walker. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So out come the Chargers. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2nd down and inches. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd. And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. second down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Hall again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They're going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. James Cook, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man here is Conklin. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. To throw again, Jones. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give him any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And complete right side to Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Across the formation, he hits Austin. He's got room at the 30. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. Out to his left. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The LA offense ready for this next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here. Completes it to Austin.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
To the right side, this is Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Off the play fake, Jones. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Walker. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Jones now on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Austin complete.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here's Hall again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this...
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cook up the gut. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Austin's got it left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Loss, man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.